Hello, I'm Kiki, and welcome to the 27th prompt from Linktober.
So, I had thought I had posted this, but I guess not. But I did do this a while back, so here it finally is.
The main calendar's prompt for the 27th was Zelda, and I did Tetra again, because Tetra is best Zelda. Last year I tried to do, was it last year? Was it the 19th? I don't know. One of the previous years I tried to do a blend of Wind Waker style and my style. This year I just did strictly my style with her, and learned that she's actually like 14, not 12 like I thought. So I tried to make her look like a 14-year-old instead of 7.
I feel like I should clarify why I said both 12 and 7. I thought she was 12. But because of the game style, she looks like she's 7 or 8 just because that's how they did them. But yeah, so that's why I said both of those numbers. It did take me a little bit to figure out. I usually draw older teenagers or adults. I'm still working on the younger people when it comes to drawing. Because it's like, there are differences, but like, they're kind of specific and subtle. And if you do something like a certain way, then they'll look much younger or they'll look much older. So kids, like little kids especially, I have a lot of trouble drawing, which is also kind of in part to just how the media itself presents children in animated things. Because like I said, due to the style, they do look like they are much younger than they actually are, which tends to happen a lot. I've mentioned it before. I think I used Lilo as an example. Girl's supposed to be 6. She's the size of a 2-year-old. Like, it's, you know. But I had a lot of fun with Tetra once I kind of got her figured out. I did change her hair a little. I wanted to make it look a little more possible. I mean, not that her hair is not possible, but I wanted it a little, whatever. I was worried that her skin would end up kind of the wrong color, but once it sort of settled and dried, it came out the color I was hoping it to be, so I'm glad about that. I don't quite think I used the right color on her shirt, but I think it looks good enough. And yeah, overall, I really do like how she turned out. I wish she was a little more centered and took up more of the page. I seem to have a running problem with this where I don't center things very well and I have all this extra space. But yeah, overall, like I said, I'm really happy with how she came out. I think she kind of looks like a younger teenager, kind of spunky. And yeah, I hope you like her too.
The prompt for the 27th on the shadow calendar was Majora. I decided to make this into a partner piece for the mask prompt earlier on, where I had young Link reaching forward for the fierce deity mask, and this one I instead have Skull Kid reaching towards the ever spooky Majora's mask. It was back there earlier, wasn't it? No.
So I think I managed to get the perspective on this one a bit better than the Fierce Deity mask that I did. That was quite wonky. But I also wanted to do something more spooky. I mean, it's the Majora's mask. It's spooky. So I didn't detail the mask. I wanted it to be very kind of ominous and like it's, you know, it's like the hyper focus drawing you in. All you see is the eyes and it's like really creepy. yes, I used a cup to trace the eyes on because my circles didn't want to work. And I felt it was very important for the eyes, since they were the only things I was really planning to color on the mask itself, to be fairly accurate in their shape. But yeah, the eyes were really the only things that I detailed on there, and then of course Skull Kid's hand. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I was really worried with doing it because I had never really done a composition like this before, but I think it turned out really good. I did kill about 3 markers, 3 of my gray and black markers with this one though, trying to get Majora nice and dark in a lot of the spots. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with it. I don't think the eyes on this one came out quite as smooth as the last time I did the mask, which I want to say was back in 19? Was it? No. Was it 19? Or was it last year? I guess it would have been last year, because last year was the first year with the shadow calendar, wasn't it? Well, last year as in 2020, because this is the 2021 calendar. Yeah, so that would have been 2020, I guess. So 2 years ago. But, I mean, they still turned out good. Their pupils are a little wonky, but overall, I'm really happy with the composition of it and how it came out, and the bit of glow, and yeah. I hope you enjoyed both of them, and I'll see you around.